Anders K. Diensis. In 1766. Say it.
Anders Chydenius.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So in 1766, he led an effort to pass the world's first Freedom of Press Act, which included not just something similar to the First Amendment before the First Amendment, but also the first law that suggested that the public has a right to inspect government records. And where is he? What country was that? It was, of course, Sweden. Right? This is a blingy frame that I saw on my recent trip to Sweden. This is a real thing from a gift shop. And the man in the sunset is the current prime minister. Right? That's Frederick. Yeah. But it's a little more complicated because back then, Sweden was its own empire. And it was big enough that it included this whole little eastern area, which you map heads in here might recognize today as Finland. And so if you go there, there's certain Finns who will tell you, no. It was Finland who had the first public records law. Right? It's a disagreement. The Swedes do not concede that point, however, correct? I'm from Finland, Right. So the Finns have put the guy on the highest bill available in Finland, I've been told. Is this guy on its face? I mean, I look at our money and it's a bunch of conspiracy shit. Pyramids and eyeballs and a bunch of crap. You know what I'm talking about? We need to get the First Amendment on the dollar bill. I'm just saying that right here and now. So I've knocked Finland a little bit. If you go to the Reporters Without Borders, it does a ranking of countries in the world, and Finland ranks #1 for world press freedom. United States, 32 and falling. Right? And if you could read that report, if you go to their website, and I'd recommend you check it out, it's very informative. It might broaden your worldview. Lesson 4, you have already been scooped by a computer. Right? So this is a quote I like to trot out from time to time to poke fun at. This is Christian Hammond. He's the CEO of a really awesome company called Narrative Science, who make really awesome software that gets robots to write stuff, to algorithms to churn out paragraphs, to find stuff, to write sports stories, to do all kinds of cool stuff at Wall Street. And 2.5 years ago, he told the New York Times this: in 5 years, a computer program will win a Pulitzer Prize, and I will be damned if it is not our technology. Right? That sounds good. Sounds good. But unfortunately, like many internet entrepreneurs, he has zero sense of history. And I know that in this room, people know who really was the first person to win a Pulitzer Prize with their software. It was Bill Dedman, right? And that dude just got to live with it. And I love it, you know what I mean? He's 2.5 years in, we'll see how he does. Right? And he won the Pulitzer Prize in 1989, before computers were even close to cool. Right? For doing a story about redlining of housing in Atlanta. It's really good stuff. And I gotta tell you, it wasn't just him. Since him, numerous people have won Pulitzer Prizes for doing computer work, including many people in this room. And the most recent was just last year. My brothers in bankruptcy at the Sun Sentinel. You know what I mean? My brothers and sisters, right, took home the highest Pulitzer Award for an awesome series. And I gotta say, just like an ingenious data analysis, just like ingenious thing to figure out how you could prove something that everybody thought was true but couldn't prove. And it's really awesome. And you know what? We hear a lot about data journalism. We hear the David Plotzes of the world saying how it's new, and how there's all these awesome people doing new stuff. But in all that hype, one thing I don't hear is I don't hear about this. And that really bugs me. You know what I mean? Because the data person just did it. And that person is probably in this room right now. It is John Maines in the lower left right there. John, are you here? Yes! Picture. It's not so bad. I mean, we took this. But anyway, I recommend you actually go read The Color of Money. The whole thing is available for free online at this URL. That's really the first one to win. Go check it out. You might not even like certain parts about it. You might think certain things are dated or could be improved or done better in today's world. Take that and apply it to your work tomorrow. You know what I mean? Rather than just congratulating yourself for having a computer, right? Also, John Main's tomorrow is going to explain how he did this. You can go see him at 3 p.m. tomorrow in Salon DEF, which is like, what, 2 rooms over, 1 room over, I don't even know. You should go. You should go and you should listen. Because he deserves it, and you can learn something. All right, lesson 5. It's about you, or it's about the work. This is not actually history. This is from the wire. But I think it's a really valuable lesson, and I love it. It's not you, it's about the work, right? Because we go back to this stuff. What is really going on with this? You know what I mean? What is this trying to communicate to us? It's silly in some sense, but even though it's silly, there's something deeper. And the deeper thing is narcissistic. You know what I mean? It's trying to tell us that we're special, that we're something that never existed before, that we're like, I don't even know, we're like unicorns, right? And that's just not true. We're people with both a history and a future, and we're part of a really awesome tradition that means something, right? And that is what Nicar is about. You know what I mean? Nicar wasn't the beginning either, but it's a major factor. And it's the people in this room, and it's the spirit and the vehicle for keeping that tradition alive and getting people inspired and getting people to not just want to win prizes or not just want to be the first to do anything, but to do something that matters, to tell stories that matter, to tell stories that otherwise would not be told is what makes Nicar so special and what gets me worked up like right now.